Good morning, guys, and welcome to Anarchy Land, where we are critically thinking, which is an act of anarchy into itself. Alright, you got your coffee, you're comfortable, let's chat. Boeing, cursed or piss poor building practices. Alright, we've seen a plane down over the week in Tehran, just outside Tehran. Now we're going to take that same plane, we're going to put it somewhere else, like New Zealand. Well, there's no Iran, there's no Russia, there's no China, no so-called enemies of the state. And we're going to look at it from the perspective of why did it go down. We're going to look at Boeing's history of mechanical problems and safety violations, which they have been fined for, by the way. I used Wikipedia to look at just a history of Boeing's mechanical problems. So the only reason I use Wikipedia, because usually I would not use them, is because I knew there's several of the stories I was familiar with. Like the Aloha, where the top ripped off a plane as they were landing in Hawaii. I remember that one. So that's one I do remember. So that's the only reason I'm using that one. In Time Magazine, I use them as well, only because they talked about a plane full of civilians, Iranian civilians, in 1988 that this government shot down during the Iran-Iraq War. Now, those are the reasons I'm using those two sources. There have been numerous safety violations and FAA investigations on Boeing. As a matter of fact, the week before Christmas, they got fined $3.9 million for safety violations. Okay? Think about that. 3 weeks prior to this happening, Boeing, the maker of that same plane that went down, got fined for safety violations. And they have also had their employees get prosecuted for using and selling illegal narcotics in their plants. They've had employees using painkillers during work hours. I'm not talking about your leave. I'm talking about Oxycontin, oxycodone, all that crap. Now, in that list that Wikipedia showed, goes all the way back to 1970. There was a Boeing plane that left Canada, and it crashed in Bristol Bay, Alaska. Now, they couldn't blame Iran because that was nowhere near Iran. We had a fairly civil relationship, so they couldn't, with the USSR, so they couldn't be blamed. North Korea didn't have the ability to pull something like that off. And Japan didn't have the desire to reignite World War II fury. So it was mechanical problems. Okay. July 5th, 1972 was Pacific Southwest Airline that got hijacked. The hijackers wanted $800,000 and a free ride to the USSR. Okay, that's probably one of the weirdest ones. But not only did they not collect $800,000, but they collected 2 bullets in San Francisco when the law enforcement rushed the plane, killed the hijackers, along with 1 passenger, unfortunately. Now, like I said, Aloha plane incident ripped the top of the plane, just one section of it ripped right off. They were midair. They had to land in a hurry. I mean, like lightning fast, before people got sucked out of that plane. As a cabin figure, I will never fly Boeing. Ever. course, I didn't know they were the only company that makes commercial planes here. And this list was just endless. There's been planes sold to Peru's Air Force they've had problems with. Mexico, same thing. It's just unbelievable. And Time Magazine actually did an article on the attack of commercial airlines. Now, usually I wouldn't use that rag to line a bird cage with, because that's really barely what it's good for anymore. But this, again, was a story I was familiar with. It's like, what the hell is wrong with people? Are we really going to let them keep making planes that our military uses in fighting engagements in wartime? You got drug addicts, junkies, making planes that our military uses. Now, according to Miss Anna Yakonoff, there was 37 former employees. They got in trouble for either trying to buy or sell painkillers. Arrested, okay? That's my justification of saying junkies. Now, let's look at this plane. It went up, then it started having mechanical problems. Iran does not have a history of shooting down commercial airlines. They just don't. We do, however. This government does. Like I said, think about this as if this plane had gone down over somewhere like New Zealand, far away from all these so-called enemies of state, who would be blamed? Boeing. So why are we so quick, because it happened in Tehran, to blame Iran? Because it's the convenience of Washington. I'm going back, and I'm saying it's Boeing's fault. The fact is, they are the ones that made the planes. They are the ones that let any other jackoff come in off the streets and build their damn planes. So, in the end, they are solely responsible for their planes. We should be looking at them, not Iran. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, your opinions, your witticisms, what have you. Now, I'm not saying that Iran would not do something like that. I'm not saying it's beyond them. I'm just saying that for right now, I am putting the blame on Boeing. I will see you guys later.